Hey everyone, this is her Capricorn. Today I want to discuss the real reasons why Capricorns may be slow to love and commitment. Capricorns are naturally cautious. Now, everyone knows that Capricorns just have this nature where we just always have to evaluate things, overthink things, and be overly cautious. That's just how we naturally are. We really don't like going into any situation without thinking it through or just have a good idea where things are going to end up. Capricorns are just not going to jump head first into something because it just sounds good for the moment. We are definitely going to thoroughly weigh the pros and cons and think about the decision we're making over and over. And that's just how we really are. Capricorns are not in a rush to really do anything, and that includes getting into relationships that has the potential to just end bad. I mean, nobody really wants to go through heartache after heartache after heartache. And so after a while, you kind of learn your lesson and you just learn how to reevaluate things and just take things slow and just be able to go into situations or relationships with a clear mind, and at least knowing that you took your time and you took your care when it came to putting yourself into a committed relationship or any commitment in life. We take our personal relationships extremely serious, and so we just want to make sure that we're making the right decision. I mean, of course, to the best of our ability, because none of us can really predict the future and see where a relationship will end, whether you take your time or you don't take your time. You never really know the outcome. We just all hope and pray for the best whenever we're getting into committed relationships. But at the end of the day, Capricorns definitely just want to know that we did our due diligence before even jumping head first or just putting ourselves into a bad situation. And so we would just rather sit back and observe someone's true intentions before fully committing or giving our all. So in the long run, for the most part, in our mind, not rushing when you're trying to build a relationship is only going to help you get to know that person for who they really are, and is going to build a solid foundation. And it can honestly do more good than harm when you take your time and you just don't rush and don't feel pressure into getting in relationships just because. And Capricorns just much rather take this approach before we just fall deeply for anyone. And the next reason why Capricorn may be slow to love or commitment is that Capricorn could honestly just be waiting for emotional security from the other person. Before we are able to just relinquish our love and just give somebody our all, we definitely have to feel emotionally secure and safe. When it comes to showing vulnerability or just showing emotions, Capricorns already have a hard time doing this, and it's just something that we have a hard time expressing. We don't like feeling vulnerable, and we really don't want to be taken advantage of at the end of the day. And I know nobody wants to be taken advantage of, but some people are willing to give chances and just see where things go. They're not really taking their time. Capricorns are not like that. Before we are able to fully commit to you, we definitely have to feel that safety and that personal care that you are going to take with us. And we just want to know that we are not wasting our time in the long run. And so Capricorns definitely will wait around for that emotional security before fully committing ourselves to any situation. And once that emotional security is there, then and only then will you start to see a Capricorn open up and willing to allow something beautiful to bloom between you two. And just like the other point that I made, this is not something that can be rushed. Capricorns will definitely be observing, sitting back, and just seeing how you move and how you handle us. And we just want to make sure that you are not, playing the part for the moment just to get away with things or just to soften us up to just commit because you want us to. Capricorns are definitely going to be sitting back and observing you. And I also think that it's important for other people to understand that Capricorns are not always so cold and reserved. We definitely love love. Capricorns truly love affection. We love love. We love giving love as well as receiving love. And it's just that we are looking for that safe space in order to express ourselves. And anyone who is close with a Capricorn knows that once we feel comfortable around you and once we have that safe space with you, you get a totally different Capricorn. Capricorns have no issue opening up and committing to people who we are comfortable with. Capricorns have no issue with that. And people who take that chance to get to know us honestly start to see this with us. It's only really a select few people who ever get to see the true Capricorn, and everybody else honestly has us misunderstood, because we are not just going to be going around expressing our emotions to everyone and giving people to the blueprint on how to hurt us in the long run. That is not a Capricorn's MO. You have to earn a Capricorn's trust, and you have to earn our love and our commitment. And so it just is what it is when it comes to us. And the last reason why a Capricorn may have a hard time committing goes back into my last point just a little bit, but it's definitely that fear of vulnerability. There is honestly a fear of vulnerability that a Capricorn doesn't like to show or express to others. And that's largely due to the fact that we don't want our vulnerability or our kindness to be taken for granted, and we don't want the things that we may have told you in private to come back and bite us in the butt one day when you get mad at us and you're not able to hold your tongue. So Capricorns would just much rather stick to ourselves and just get to know you before fully just letting you know everything about us, because that's really not going to happen until we want it to happen. And so Capricorns definitely have a fear of vulnerability when it comes to commitment and when it comes to letting somebody in our space to love us and to love other people. And if we ever feel like we cannot trust you and we are vulnerable with you and you do take it for granted, that is honestly just going to ruin the relationship that you have with the Capricorn, and it's just going to drive us away altogether. So it's honestly just best to just let Capricorn run our course. Just let us go through our things. Let us just be who we are, because we're always going to let you be who you want to be. And so at the end of the day, it could be nothing but greatness that comes out of actually getting to know each other and spending that time to cultivate a relationship and not just rush things. It's okay to slow down and just do things naturally. That's okay. All right, so down below, as a Capricorn, what are some reasons why you are slow to love or commit to a relationship? And anyone else who is watching this video, please leave your opinion down below. I really want to hear what you guys have to say about this topic. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and you'll be sure to hear from me soon. All right, bye-bye.